Someone's coming, someone's coming, someone's coming, someone's coming already. Oh my god. Welcome to another episode of Eatbook Cooks. I'm Mandon, and today I have found someone to cook for these Valentines. Yay! So today I'll be making two dishes and one drink. The drink is gonna be a iced peach tea with citrus and mint leaves. The first dish is gonna be a chicken Cordon Bleu, all wrapped up and rolled up and breaded. And then the third one is gonna be a tiramisu, which I've never tried before. And I suck at baking and I suck at doing pastry, so hopefully it will turn out well. Let's go. For the iced peach tea, these are the ingredients that we need. Water, sugar, tea leaves, mint leaves, lime, chunks of peaches, 2 wedges of lemon, and sliced peach. To start things off, we're gonna make our peach tea with mint and citrus. Why I chose peach tea, right, is because you know peach actually looks like the heart shape, the shape of love. And then when it comes out in colouring, right, it's pink, it's bright pink. And when you mix it with the black tea, I think it tastes very nice lah. I'm gonna start by heating up my pan. As it's heating up, I'm gonna add water into it. Once I've done that, I would add sugar. What I'm trying to make now is a peach syrup. I'm actually on very, very low heat in case the sugar burns. So the reason why there are slices and for the chunks, right? The chunks is actually as garnish for them to actually eat the peaches, whereas the slices are just there for flavor. Funny and quite family driven and career oriented. So I like someone with goals and aspirations for both their families and themselves. Okay, so once my sugar is dissolved, put in your sliced peaches and your cubed peaches into the syrup as well. We're just gonna leave this till it bubbles a bit, and then we're gonna let it sit for a good 20 minutes while we make our tea. You literally just need tea bags and you fill it up with as much water as you want for the corresponding intensity of the tea. I think that my syrup is bubbling already, and for that, I'm gonna turn it off and let it sit for a bit. We're gonna first sift out the peach from the syrup into this little beaker that we have here. And as you can see, it's a beautiful bright pink. I've got to add in tea. We're gonna add in my citrus, so lemon, 1 lime. Let's hope that the pink part floats on top, okay? You can actually see that there's a layer of syrup right at the bottom. We're gonna garnish it with some mint leaves, and then we're gonna top it off with the peach cubes. Ta-da! Peach tea with citrus and mint. Before you drink it, you might want to mix it up a bit. We're gonna begin making our tiramisu, and the cool thing about this, right, is that I am making a milk tea version. These are the ingredients that we need. Egg whites, sugar, egg yolks, full cream milk, milk tea, mascarpone cheese, and lady fingers. I'm gonna make the custard first, then the meringue, because we don't want the air to escape from the meringue as we are making the custard. So okay, let's start. 3 egg yolks in. After the egg yolks are in, we're gonna put our full cream milk, and then sugar. Okay, and then we're just gonna whisk it on low first. Let's do this. Ah! This is the kind of texture that you would want your custard to be. A bit foamy, a bit liquidy. You can still maneuver it around like that. And right now, we're gonna slowly add the milk tea into it. So right, this part is the most dangerous part because you want a balance of the viscosity inside the custard, but also you want the flavor of the milk tea to be there. Oh my god, it's a beautiful shade of brown now. Next up will be our meringue, which we will actually fold the custard in later on. So meringue, very basic, right? Egg whites. We're gonna start whisking it. And then it's a bit foamy right now. I'll add 1/3 of the sugar in. Continue whisking. Okay, baby. I'm now gonna add the custard in to my meringue. So spoon by spoon. And then we fold. If I want to strengthen the milk tea taste, I might just dust a bit of the milk tea on top along with cocoa powder. And then we scoop our meringue into the cheese. And then we just fold it in. Okay, I think this is a good enough texture already. Okay, cling wrap. And we're just gonna let this mascarpone cheese, milk tea, meringue mixture chill in the fridge for probably 1.5 to 2 hours. And then we're just gonna pipe it up later on. We just got our mascarpone cheese and milk tea mixture out, and from the looks of it, it looks okay lah. It looks promising lah. It's not that. I won't say it's not that droopy, but it just droops straight away. So right now, we are gonna stuff all of this into my piping bag, and then we're gonna layer it on top one another. Why am I panicking? I cook on Eatbook, I never panic before.
Maybe because it's for your date.
Maybe it's cause for my date. Ayo. Okay, ready? Should I use my hands? Should I use my hands? What if it crumbles in my hands? What's a nice Valentine's Day song? Can you hear me? I'm talking to you. Oh yeah. Across the water, across the deep blue ocean, under the open sky. Oh my. Maybe I'm trying. Now just to salvage all my mistakes that I've done so far for this tiramisu, I'm going to cover it up, literally, with cocoa powder. Wow! Oh my god, it looks so chill already. Okay, so this is done. It's going to be popped into the fridge for a couple of hours until dinner time. Wow, this is one of the most effort that I've put in for the book shoot. That's my baby! Baby! For the main course, we'll be making chicken cordon bleu. And here are the ingredients that we need. We have egg, panko for the breading, cornstarch, and for the chicken, we have Swiss cheese, ham, chicken breast, parsley, onion powder, and garlic powder. So right off the bat, you would need your cling wrap to go over your chopping board. So the aim of this is to get your chicken as flat as possible. Okay, place the chicken flat, and then add another layer of cling wrap. So when you want to smash your chicken flat, right, you want to do it towards one direction and the other to the other direction instead of like splatting everything towards one direction. If not, the initial place will become super thin and it might crack. So you just want to make it flat enough that you are able to roll total 6 layers. Right, I think this is a good enough size. Yeah, look at this. Now we're gonna season it with onion powder, garlic powder. We're gonna add our Swiss cheese, and then 2 slices of ham. And then, this is probably the hardest part of the entire recipe already. You have to roll the chicken up. Okay, once it's rolled up, you would want to take another cling wrap. Put this here, put this right on top. You want to tighten it like this. And once it's rolled up beautifully like a ball, tie the 2 ends together to keep its shape. And we're going to throw it in the chiller for the shape to set. Alright, now we're going to make the sauce for our chicken cordon bleu. Put it on low heat. First step will be for the knob of butter to go inside. We're going to slowly melt the butter in, and then we're going to thicken it with flour. So when it starts to change color just a little, we can add in our garlic. We want the flavor of the garlic to be imparted into the roux. Now that it has coagulated quite a bit, it's time to add in the rest of the ingredients, like our mayonnaise. And finally, we want to add our chicken stock, but let's do this slowly, okay? Because you do not want your sauce to be overly wet. Yeah. So what you want is a very classic sauce-like consistency. Not enough heat. So I'm just going to add pepper into it. Maybe just a bit of cayenne pepper. Give it a good mix. So right now it's at its perfect consistency. The sauce is done! We've got our baby out. Look at it spin. So at the moment, it looks like this. And what's going to happen now is that we're going to double dredge it and then deep fry it. All in. Okay. So now as the oil is heating up, it looks like it's going to be a shallow fry for today because we don't have enough oil. So firstly, we grab our ball of meat over here. And then the first coat will be of cornstarch. So we're going to roll it. And then it goes to the wet ones. So this is just bashed up eggs. And then the panko. And then back into the egg. And then finally the panko again. Are we ready? Oh, that sound. So when one side is golden brown, you can actually prepare to like roll it over. Take a peek. Wow. Okay, now we wait. And this is done. Can you hear how crispy it is? Listen to the mic. Oh my god, it sounds so good. Wow, 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 wow. Just look at this. And we are just gonna plate everything together right now. We're gonna plate the tea, we're gonna plate the tiramisu, we're gonna plate this gorgeous chicken right here. And let's go get ready for the date. Oh my goodness, okay, so everything is set. I am super ready, I think. The peach tea is looking fine, you can see the pink color glow at the bottom. The chicken is looking magnificent. And then the tiramisu, I really don't know what to expect. Let's hope for the best, okay? Someone's coming already. Oh my god.
Along the floor, then I see you. You're walking across the campus, cool professor style.
Hey! What's up? I prepared something for you, my brother.
Oh,
You
smells
only
good,
said that
smells
one
good.
plate, eh?
Yeah, man.
This one more.
So right,
Dog.
Go HI.
I prepared 3 distinct dishes. The first one, you wanna guess what is this?
Apple cider.
You want-
Cider. Wow, same.
More like upper cider. What cider? I'll make cider for Hafiz, man.
Apple cocktail. Apple cocktail.
What cocktail? Also cannot what?
Cocktail. Apple cocktail. Why
Your-
this one got pink, my one no pink?
Your one diluted already.
Okay lah, ni give me
You're,
the
you're,
better one.
you're supposed to be for myself only. Then you come in, then
okay,
I
the
Okay, why not
cocktail.
you all take it? You all stir it, and then you all tell me what is this.
Yeah, I realized it tastes more like peach.
Ah, see, Hafiz knows. Use a spoon, enjoy. It's supposed to be refreshing. Like you want dinner date, right? You want to start things off with like a kick of like refreshment.
Okay.
So what's next is this one. This is basically chicken cordon bleu. It is basically chicken breast that's flattened and then rolled up with Swiss cheese, ham, and more Swiss cheese. And then the sauce right on top is Gai aioli, but the base of the aioli is mustard. Enjoy, enjoy.
This is nothing. I
No?
cut for you.
Don't it.
No, I cut for you.
Take the half piece from you. What are you all doing?
That was spoiled.
Smells good though.
Smells good.
Smells
Smell the
good.
garlic.
Yeah, I like the
Smell
garlic. Hey, can you hear? Wait, quiet. Stand quiet.
I want to eat
Stand
first.
quiet.
Ah.
You can hear very crunchy, very good, very good. I think you mentioned earlier that this is chicken breast, flattened chicken breast.
Flattened chicken breast.
Ah, no wonder. That it's not as dry as the normal chicken breast.
I just realized you put ham inside.
Yeah, you gotta lean. Come on, Samantha.
She really not listening, sia.
It's a nice surprise, the ham.
Shouldn't be a surprise.
Yeah,
because
I already said it.
He literally said
What
it.
the heck?
What was that? You ruining our date now, Sam. I'm sorry,
Just
man.
eat for it.
Extra.
So for desserts, right? This is, I would like to call it
Wow.
4 for you tiramisu. Because
Oh,
tiramisu is supposed to be all together, right? But mine fell apart.
Nice.
Very, very, very chocolatey.
Wow. Very soft. It's sweet, but still bearable.
So this is Hong Kong milk tea tiramisu.
Okay. I was right on my first guess.
But then it's not so sweet. It's not like overpowering.
Yeah.
The only thing that's different from the normal tiramisu that we have outside is that this one doesn't use any coffee liquor.
I would say this is a nice level of sweetness to it. Just as sweet as.
Hey.
You know I'm mobbing with the D.R.E.
You know, just as sweet as Mr. Mandon over here.
So, how was the entire experience?
I think it's different than like you mentioned earlier. Also, it's different than the typical maybe Valentine's Day meal that people usually get outside. Having a home cooked dinner prepared by someone you love or someone that loves you is definitely a much more pleasant and touching experience. So for that, thank you, Mandon. Appreciate it.
Romantic level, negative.
Okay.
Or like an outsider throughout. Based on the food, I think very impressive. Yeah, I like the tiramisu. You should cook for me again.
Okay. My wish for you, right, is hopefully next year you won't be cooking for us anymore, and you will find someone who will enjoy cooking, give all your acts of service to that person, and vice versa.
I hope you guys are happy today. You guys had a good meal. And if you want more, I'll be in the kitchen. So thank you for watching this episode of Eatbook Cooks. If you like this video, you can watch more of our videos over there. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Happy Valentine's Day! Thank you guys for coming in. Much love. Bye bye.